one of the things that I get criticized for from a lot of people in my social circle is, why do I work with artists like Bobby? I should be working with a Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole or these artists like Chance the Rapper who are doing positive lyrics. My answer is, I think if we can get a Bobby to say something positive, I mean, Kendrick and J. Cole are preaching to the choir. The smart kids are already listening to them. If we want to save those troubled inner city kids, we probably can best do that through a Bobby. And so that's my wish, and that's what I'm working on right now, is to get these artists to do some positive things, change their lyrics perhaps, but do some positive community service, because they appeal to those youth that are involved in gangs and negative lifestyles.
And let's face it, Alan, they are touching a subject that other institutions have more or less neglected. I mean, I remember growing up and hearing ministers kind of rail from the pulpit against the Tupacs of the world and the Biggies and the lyrics and the messaging and Snoop Dogg. But I remember thinking, maybe if it was talked about in the church, we wouldn't have to go here and here. Because mass incarceration, drugs in our communities, fatherlessness, all of these things that are things that they're speaking on are very real issues. Now, we can take umbrage at how they're going about it. But the truth of the matter is they're speaking about very real things that are very truly, really happening, and that other folks have sort of washed their hands of and felt like we don't really want to discuss that. So,
well, I agree to some point, but I just wanted to point out something else, going back on what you alluded to earlier. Are they being used to promote destructive lyrics to help destroy our community? I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but yeah, I am. I believe this is intentional. I do believe that there are some others even higher up than L.A. Reid who are helping to perpetuate this. And the reason I understand what you're saying about them using their lyrics as artists to just talk about what's really happening. But at the same time, the industry can control what's said. And I'll give you the great example that everybody talks about is Ice-T. You remember Ice-T put out a song about shooting white cops. And he did some derogatory lyrics about white women, etc. His career was ended. He had to go into acting at Law and Order. He hasn't made a rap song since. If you make a song about white cops or white people, they will stop you in your tracks. But if you make a song about nigga killing nigga, disrespect me, I'm gonna kill you, all of this nonsense, the industry is all for it. So we know for a fact that people at the top, do have control over what's said. So when they say, oh, this is just artists talking about what's happening in their community, this is artistic freedom. Yeah, some of that's bull.